Hey, have you thought about moving to San Antonio 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, and you've just kind of pondered about cost of living? Well, this is what this video is going to be about, and it's primarily the north part of San Antonio in the Stone Oak area. So let's get after it. If you've thought about moving to San Antonio in 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, my name is Buentello. I'm a top producer in San Antonio, so I'm a top 1,000 agent, and I'm a 3-time top producer for my brokerage. Please contact me. I would love to make that move as smoothly as possible, make that transition as easy for you, your family, your kids, whoever it may be that is coming to San Antonio or the San Antonio area. My number is 210-996-9608. My calendar link is down below. Please schedule something face-to-face with me if that's more of your vibe, your environment, your your style. But yeah, Jose Buentello, let's get on to the rest of the video. I really need to invest in some shades because, oh my gosh, I've always had this ever since I was little, and just my eyesight, it's just, I don't know, the sun really gets to me. I think I just have really sensitive eyes. But let's hop into it, right? Let's talk about probably what people want to hear the most, and it's estimated monthly payments. So just for reference point, at the end of the video, I will actually give you a little snippet or a tour of where I am. So I'm actually at a Chesmar community, and they're building some beautiful garden homes here in the center of Stone Oak. But let's talk estimated monthly payments. So I'll give you some numbers at the very end for the property that we'll tour at the very end. So let's just say that the home price is at $479,000, which is about the average here in Stone Oak or North San Antonio. If you went conventional loan, and that's 20% down, right now you don't necessarily have to go 20% down, but for the purpose of this video and these numbers, it is 20% down. Now, there are some programs that let you go 5% down. There's some other programs that let you go 3% down, but on a $479,000 home, the down payment at 20% would be about $95,000, and so the loan amount would be $383,700. So the breakdown, you'd be looking at about a monthly payment, and the interest rate is 6.75. So I wanted to mention that the interest rate is going to be market interest rate. Now, if you call me and we're working with a builder, they have the ability to get you a below market rate, but we're going to do everything via market rate. So these payments might be a little bit higher because we haven't bought down anything, but the estimated monthly payment is around $3,120 for a conventional 20% down. All right, so we just went over the conventional loan, and I'm walking down these stairs, so I've got to be careful. We're gonna look at the FHA 3.5% down. Remember, this is all based on that 479 number. So FHA 3.5% down, first time home buyers friendly government program. So down payment on 3.5, and really cool, most, if not all of these builders are covering your closing costs. And so you most of the time only have to really worry about the down payment. So you could probably get into one of these homes out here in Stone Oak if the cost of living is reasonable with like $16,000, $17,000. And then the breakdown, PITI, so principal, interest, taxes, insurance, right, is, it's about $2,900 at monthly payment, right? There's a lot of variables, but that's a decent estimate and a good guess of what you would be paying monthly out here. So let's go to the VA loan. And then what we're gonna go do here in Texas, there's 100% disability. So you don't have any property taxes. So your monthly payment will be, astronomically lower. So let's go ahead and go to the VA loan. All right, so we've covered conventional, we've covered FHA. Now we're gonna look at the VA loan. So 0 down, right? We're gonna go off the loan amount being $479,000, $625,000, so $479,000 and some change. At the interest rate, 6.75. Granted, VA typically has a lower rate than FHA and conventional. So that monthly payment is going to be around $3,500. Now here is where it gets, like I said, that may be a little bit less, only because the VA loan typically has lower rates than conventional and FHA. So that one's about, I would say about $3,300 to $3,500 a month. So here's the VA loan, give or take, with 100% disability. So if you're a veteran moving into San Antonio or the surrounding areas and you're 100% disabled, again, we're going off 0 down, the loan amount being $479,000 and no property taxes. Check out how much it drops the payment from. So with zero down but no disability. Now, I actually want to make this point that there are percentages. And so if you don't know what percentage disability you are, contact me. I have a lender who works for Reaching Every Veteran, or Rev Mortgage, and they can show you the percentage and how much it would be off of your monthly payment from the property taxes. But we're doing 100% disability, zero down. So the monthly payment, check this out. So with zero down, no percentage in disability, it was around $3,500. With 100% disability here in Texas, the payment's around $2,500. Wow, that is awesome. So I know we've talked mortgages. Let's get into some other stuff like groceries, dining out, transportation, and utilities. So let's move forward. Yo! Those are my colleagues behind me. Let's talk grocery prices, and this is the local averages. Granted, this could be for all of San Antonio. However, this is hyper local, and this is the north part of San Antonio. Prices could vary, but bread, it's about $3, 89 cents, right, for a loaf of bread. A gallon of milk is about $4.57. Eggs are about $3, so $2.98. 1 pound of ground beef, right, it's about $7.19. Actually, interestingly enough, if you go more north, because I did a video about the cost of living, and the property was more north, so it was actually $7.89. So there could be somewhat of a difference. Bananas are about 73 cents, and then coffee, a pound of coffee is about $5.05. So that's just more like if you like to stay at home and eat. But dining out, inexpensive restaurants, these are pretty much similar across the board. It's about $15, and then a mid-range, like 3-course meal for 2 people is about $60. Now you're probably gonna tack on more if you have kids, like, you know, I have 3 babies, and so ours usually comes around, you know, if it's the inexpensive restaurant, it's probably about $40. So it's me, my wife, and our 3 babies. And then the mid-range are probably upwards of like $100. So let's talk transportation now. A little bit about the transportation, right? So gas here in this area is about $2.72. And I know for a fact that that is local dependent. And then the monthly transportation, like public pass to get to downtown San Antonio, is about $38. Utilities here, like the monthly energy bill, on average is about $142. Again, that's very dependent, like on people, square footage of home. Monthly phone bills about $150 to $200. Again, depending on use. The internet, I know this is pretty accurate, not factual, because all this is factual. It's about $75 a month. And in this next portion, we're actually going to talk about the income required to comfortably live here. So let's go into that one. Okay, so this is comfortability of both a single adult, and we're gonna base this off a family of 4. And in the next portion, we're going to go to the model, one of the model homes, just because it's an event and one of the model homes is being occupied, but there's one right beside it. Model home, I'm gonna give you, layout of the land, square footage. What I'm also gonna do is I'm going to base the price and the monthly mortgage payment, conventional FHA, VA, and 100% disability VA. But here, it's about $86,000 a year for a single adult, right, to live comfortably. And comfortably is like you put it into savings, your Roth, you can go out to eat more than once a week. The family of 4, you're looking at about approximately $165 to $195, so it's about $14,000 to $16,000 a month, and that's for a family of 4. And again, comfortably, right? Like you guys can go out to eat during the week, the weekend. You can take more than one vacation, just stuff like that. But those are the numbers. Again, my name is Jose Buentello, eXp Realty, 210-996-9608. Contact me. I'll put my calendar link down below if you're moving into San Antonio or any of the surrounding areas, and I would be just love to help you. But let's take a tour of the home and talk numbers. Hey guys, as promised, I said we would do a breakdown. Now this property, I'm gonna give you a tour. It's gonna go conventional FHA, VA zero down, 100% disability, so no property taxes. I'm gonna flip this thing around, give you the number that we're going to be at, and a little tour of the property. So these are garden style homes. If you've never been in a garden style home, they're interesting because there's 0 lot lines. So if you don't mind some intimacy and being stacked on top of each other, then these are definitely the homes for you. And I like Chesmar as a builder. I think they're a wonderful builder. So this one is a little over 2,000 square feet. It's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath with a 2-car garage and outdoor living. So let's go ahead and do a bit of a breakdown as I give this tour. And these are split levels, so there's a 1-story home and then a 2-story home. The one that we're in is the 2-story home. So the conventional, right, 20% down. And like I said, there's other programs, but we're gonna go off the 20%. So 20% down, you're looking around $91,000 as a down payment. And the loan amount is about $366,392. So the estimated monthly payment is around $2,900. The FHA, and FHA is a government-backed program. So let's talk FHA, right? And this is on a $457,000 home is what they're starting at. FHA is a government-backed program. So it's predominantly for first-time home buyers, and it's 3.5% down. So on that loan amount, the down payment's about $16,000. And most of the time with these builders, you really just have to come with the down payment, and that's most of the time. So it's about $16,000 down payment. Loan amount's $441,000, and the estimated monthly payment is around $3,400 a month. That restroom is beautiful. So now we're gonna go into the kitchen and look at that, but let's talk VA loan 0 down, right? Again, should be less than this only because VA rates are lower for the most part. So on a $457,000, no money down, it's about $3,200. Now, if you have 100% disability, look at that, it's absolutely beautiful. You're looking at about $2,400 a month. So if you're thinking about moving to San Antonio in 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, I am definitely your go-to individual. My name is Buentello. I'm a top 1,000 agent in San Antonio and a 3-time top producer for my brokerage. My number is 210-996-9608, and I'll put my calendar link down below if face-to-face is a little bit more of your vibe. Thank you so much for watching the video. God bless you, and let me know if you need anything. Have a wonderful day. Bye.